Everybody? This is Wallace. I just got home, and I am a vampire, but a nice one. Just grabbing my coffee real quick. It's been kind of a long day, but it's been a good one. And I've got a couple questions that I could just think of for funsies to talk about. And this is about vampire awareness. Positive vampire awareness, but also just awareness. I mean, how the heck do you get to know something? And I do mean something, not someone, because, well, I don't know. I could say someone, because I am someone, but something I think is more appropriate when talking about the topic I'm talking about. And that is, how do you know if a vampire is nice? And what I mean by nice is someone who does not do bad things, and someone who has, frankly, I think of a nice vampire as someone who doesn't do bad things and someone who doesn't drink blood. So, why do vampires drink blood? I don't actually know. It's a good question, because I don't do it. But if I had to guess, I think it has to do with like magical stuff. Probably has to do with psychological stuff, magical stuff, spiritual stuff. I don't know. I don't care. Don't do it. Even if you're not a vampire, don't drink blood. It's wrong. I don't care. There's different. I know there's. It's wrong. I think it'll always be wrong, and I can't think of a situation in which it would be right. Now, maybe that's just kind of my understanding of things, but I know that there's some people in certain cultures that drink like animal blood or whatever, but still, like for nutritional stuff, but still I think it's wrong. I think it brings out a side of people that is animal-like and not in a good way. So I think it's wrong. So I don't know. I just want to talk about a couple things. I'm tired. I've been burdened with a lot of stormy weather, and stormy weather really wears me out. But it's a good opportunity to toughen up for me. So yeah, things are going pretty good for me. But talking about vampires, you could tell when I was thinking about this, like, you could tell when a person's lying. Like, there's different ways to tell if people are lying. You could tell by asking them different questions and getting to know them. And if you don't feel comfortable with trying to figure out someone's lying, find someone who knows how to read people, a friend to be able to help you. And, so yeah. I don't think vampires, especially in their different modes. Like, there's some vampires. I honestly have no idea. I want to say there are some, but I honestly don't know. I don't know of it. I'll be honest. I don't know any right now. I don't believe I do. I might be lying. But I don't know. It's and what I'd classify as knowing is I'll never, if there's a person that may suspect, I have not asked them about that, and if I did, I would not. There are some people who want to keep secrecy regarding who and what they are, and you know, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I was thinking earlier today that I have. So basically, I made a video earlier today, but the video was not. I was just like all riled up, getting ready for the day, and I'm like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, and there's, a bunch of there's rainy weather, and blah 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 blah. I used a couple curse words. I said I cursed like 3 or 4 times basically, and because of that, I took the video down. So I think it was this one's going to be episode 26, I believe. And anywho, I want to keep that as one of the rules of this channel. Is just to not curse. I know there's going to be times where it may be, it may happen, but I don't think cursing is good, particularly in a video series trying to spread positive awareness, trying to spread the message of therapy and getting well. You know what I mean? So that was my thinking. Um, yeah. I'm trying to remember some of the questions. I was just kind of pondering about with vampires, Can't really think of any right now. um, do vampires feel different and change at nighttime, or like during when it's like dark outside? Um, I definitely feel different throughout the day. I feel my kind of like spiritual energy is different, but also, people are just different throughout the day as well. If you people act different at different times, but yeah, definitely around a certain time at night, I can feel like more spiritual energy, and I can feel myself. I came up with a saying, like I can't. I think the saying is something like I can't wait till nighttime, or like till a certain time, so that I can. It's like a relief, you know. Um, but yeah, you know. Um, a certain time of night, I will become like the vampiric side of me is, I would say, stronger. You know, uh, it feels more powerful. I would say that's a fair statement. Um, Trying to think of something to say about vampires, but kind of just chilling. I definitely need to relax. The stormy weather has really, really, really taken a lot out of me. Um, and I got to go back out later tonight and go to work. But Yeah, I think I mentioned in the video that I took down earlier today the fact that I mentioned that I heard in a therapy class that I went to recently. Like I go to drug therapy, like drug alcohol recovery classes, even though I don't have to. I voluntarily go to help keep me sober and happy. And in a class, I heard that um, what people want is three things. One of three things. One of three things: drugs, sex, money. And I thought to myself, and one of the things I was saying earlier, and kind of going off about, was saying, well, I don't want it. I don't want any of those things. I mean, I do, but I've learned that those things can cause all kinds of problems, and that if you go looking for drugs, sex, money, it opens up doors that, and uh, pitfalls, and at least a lot of bad things. So they're temptations. And I was talking about how there's so much more to life than bad things. You know, there are greater causes, and yeah, basically it. Um, I was speaking with a friend recently about how my life feels pretty bottled up. I feel as though I am in like a bottle, like a genie in a bottle. Um, but I love my life. I love the aspect where I've got people that are just like, hey man, we've known you long enough. We want to try to help you, and people have gotten to know me in this, environment. And a lot of them are just super nice. I'm actually amazed by how well some people, even though they like barely talk to me, they know me well enough to where they're like, oh, okay, he doesn't like that. Okay, he likes that. You know, I can tease him about that, and he'll laugh or whatever. Like people know me. It amazes me that people will take the time to get to know me. And but yeah, kind of being in a bottle, so to speak. It's not a bad thing. Of course, I want more. Of course, I'm trying to do a lot, but um, I feel pretty comfortable. You know, I even look. So I watch these videos, and sometimes I'm really looking at myself and trying to the cat it's making me laugh. Um, I look at myself and I'm like, well, who is this character? Is this character sound of mind? Is he is he just going off being crazy? Is he I judge myself, and I look at these videos, and it's a good way to see myself and to see the growth, through therapy. But you know, I thank God. I thank the people in my life that have taken the time to help me, and to be not just a crazy person, to be not at a lower point, Um, so yeah. All right, I'm super tired. I can see it in my eyes, but oh, I'm gonna go rest for a little bit. I think that's gonna be fantastic. I'm gonna eat some food too. So, but yeah, I just want to kind of make a little video and keep it going, keep the wheels rolling, and you know, be peaceful, be calm, try to be real, and keep spreading the love. You know, keep spreading the positive awareness. So, hope y'all have a good night, and I'll see y'all later. All right, bye.